I didn't know what song it was. I just know Lemmy.
Dave Landau is here and Kevin Smith. Who was earlier in the show?
His name is not Kevin Smith.
Kevin Smith.
His name is Kevin Brennan.
Kevin Brennan. I'm sorry, Kevin. Sorry, buddy.
I might have a heart attack, though, the way things are going today.
You know,
but you got Dave Landau's now.
Sorry, Kevin.
I've heard great things about Dave. I've heard that you are Anthony's new, right under Jim, favorite person to do radio with.
It might even be on par with. He didn't say
maybe on par with.
I guess that's
huge.
what I hear.
You know, because we were talking before.
I know it's upset some people from what I understand.
Kevin.
That's the guy.
Yeah, Kevin, because he was told bluntly, because he kept pushing. And it was almost like, Kevin, because Kevin wanted to be Anthony's co-host for a week when Artie was gone.
Oh, right.
And he was like, Kevin was pushing and pushing and pushing.
No, I didn't push until after the fact. Then I basically said, what the fuck was that?
But then Artie finally had to just tell you, Anthony likes Dave Landau better than
basically
you.
He don't like me. And then the one
what a shit fight this is.
The one week that Artie came back, I was gonna do half that week with Bobby Kelly, and I was like, I go, Bobby Kelly, he don't work here. Why am I splitting it with a fat dude? Like, I don't understand.
What was the issue that he doesn't work out? That he's fat?
Splitting it with a fat dude, he's gonna take 3 days and I'm gonna get one, because how fat guys split fucking pizzas.
That's true.
Bob's weight issues are not necessarily.
I don't know if they pertain to this conversation.
I like every Bobby Kelly protege is also fat. Like, I was at the Village Underground or the Fat Black, and he was there doing Colin's show because Colin can't do it. And he always has these new fat guys. Like, he's fucking cloning them. Like, it's amazing. I'm like, where do you get these ugly fat dudes? And they wear skinny pants, and their phone is bulging out of their fucking fat leg with their tight pants. I'm like, where? These unfuckable fucks.
Right.
And then he spit on me, when he comes, Bobby, by accident. He came up, he got in my face, comically.
Right.
And then a big fucking thing of spit. I didn't give the satisfaction by reacting.
Right.
I just took it like a man.
Absolutely. Just stand there with your dick hard and let it happen.
Because I know if I said something, he'd just spit on me. He goes, "You're a fucking faggot." I know he would turn on me and make it about me, how I couldn't take a punch, Right. So I'm like, I can take a fucking big slobber of fucking Bobby Kelly on my face.
Smart.
So yeah, we wanted Anthony in today. The whole fucking thing that's happening is not our choice, because we wanted him. We had you coming in. We wanted Anthony in anyway, but
yeah, I heard about that he's not allowed in or something.
It's a former employee thing. I think.
So we're just trying to take all his people.
Well, he's not just a former employee. He's not like a sanitational guy where he's like, we can't have this guy. He's kind of known.
But anybody who got fired, I'm thinking, is it that they don't want them on the air? I don't know. They didn't say. I'll find out, but no one has told us anything, and it's frustrating.
Yeah, I mean, he's famous and infamous.
What's with you and Bill Schultz? Because Bill.
What do you mean? What's with you and Bill?
No,
on this show.
No, but I mean, what is it about Bill? Because Bill contacted me and he wants to call in today. I'm waiting to hear from him, or do we call him? I don't know how it works.
If I remember correctly, Kevin Brennan was here, and he specifically said that in his negotiations with Compound Media, he said that Bill Schultz should not have a morning show and should not be on every day.
Bill Schultz said, I said on this show that I wanted him fired. I never said, I said he should have never been hired. Which is totally different. I would never say fire a guy, but I said never give him the job. He should have never been hired in the first place.
You don't like Bill? I love Bill Schultz. You don't like Bill?
I remember he was making fun of the jacket.
Now, Bill's jacket, look, I do understand questionable choices he's made with wardrobe.
Yes.
But he's a nice guy, and I think he's an entertaining guy.
He was great as Greg's boyfriend, his sidekick. Right. I thought he was great at that. Is he a leading man? I don't know. And then then he brings in Joanne, who I don't know.
Joanne Nosachinsky?
She's pretty, but why keep her shirt on? You know what I mean? It's Compound Media. They don't have any rules. They have a paywall.
You want her to be tits out during the morning show.
Because nobody at Cumia who pays for Cumia wants to hear what two gals have to say at 10:30.
Wait, who's with Joanne?
Bill.
Bill. So he's the other gal?
Yeah, two gals. And they can watch The View for that, for free.
I see.
So if you're gonna have a lady, have her just titty free, just no shirt. What?
Well,
it makes total sense.
I think that Joanne would not
No, not Joanne. I'm saying fire her and get a girl from fucking Flashdance.
So now you are saying fire somebody.
Yeah, but nobody wants to listen to that. People who are listening wouldn't want to listen to a girl just with big tits. They go crazy. The listeners get crazy.
She don't talk. She don't talk. She just sits there.
Well, then why can't she come in with them? Why fire Joanne? Why not leave Joanne and Bill and then just have a girl with her tits hanging out in the background?
Because then you got to pay too many people. You just pay the one girl.
Okay. Maybe you can pay with plugs.
So you're saying
an hour of just tits and no Bill.
You're saying
Bill and Bill and a guest and then a girl just sitting there with nice tits.
But you're saying that a silent woman who just happened to be topless is a better hire than Joanne Nosachinski.
For Kumia.
Okay.
For Kumia. Not for everybody, but for Kumia.
Well, don't forget, she's a Red Eye alumni, and so is Bill, and that was,
I think she's funny.
Yeah, she was very funny on the show.
Yeah, they've done work together,
Joanne.
I haven't heard her on this show. Then again, I was on Bill's show once. I haven't heard that, so I've never heard Bill's show. So I don't know.
So I'm not
Kevin
saying...
doesn't like it.
No, Kevin's not a fan.
Right.
I'm just saying to bring them in and have them do 4 days a week when I'm doing one. And I'm not the only guy who's unhappy. I'm the only guy who's talking about it, but
who else is unhappy?
I can't really say.
Well, you've so far mentioned a whole bunch of other names.
Well, I can't because this guy will literally kill me because he's Italian. Anyway.
So Bisconte?
Yeah. I don't know. I can't say.
No, Bisconte, he carries a fucking little monkey with him when he travels. I used to work with Gino on the road. He carries like a little fucking a monkey that's
Are you serious?
good luck. Yeah, he's
like a stuffed monkey?
He's a creep.
Like a real one? Or
wait,
chimp or like a real...
stuffed monkey?
A stuffed monkey is his good luck monkey.
And now he's got Aaron Berg, who's just like a monkey. He's like one of those monkey fucking... Remember, what was that toy with the kid? You connect the monkey arms?
Oh, yeah. Does Aaron Berg have a chip tattoo on his calf?
I don't know.
I don't keep up with Aaron Berg and his chip tattoos. I don't know.
Why not?
Because none of that sentence makes me think, I should have been informed of that.
Yeah, I thought he did.
He has a
tattoo of Chip Chipperson on his...
I didn't know that.
On his calf.
That'd be very flattering.
So it's definitely not...
I thought you meant like a number, like the Holocaust.
Oh, no. Oh, okay. Yeah, he's got a fucking a little digit stenciled on his forearm.
684.
So Gino's mad at... Just like
no, I'm not saying it was Gino.
Oh,
but I will say,
is it Kumia himself?
I guess I was going to say. I'm trying to figure out the Italian names.
No, I will say when a guy comes in, he's not tested on that network, and they give him 4 days a week, and then they bring in another lady who I know is making more than me already, and she just started. So I got a fucking family. I don't give a fuck. I got a family.
But Joanne's a TV personality.
Yeah.
I know, but this is radio.
Oh.
I mean, it's a hybrid, but it's not TV.
Kumia's visual, though. That's why you want the girl with her tits out.
No, I'm saying they're not tested in this kind of format at Kumia. Audio, visual,
she had a
audio,
video. Remember, she was their news reporter on Gotham.
Oh, I didn't miss that
I
didn't miss that for a second. I love those episodes. I VCR'd them and then watched them twice
on your tapes.
Gotham, yeah. That show Gotham. Did you see Gotham? I live in Gotham. I have to watch it.
Dave, where are you from? I don't know much
Detroit.
about you. You are Detroit.
Yes.
And you're here for what? Are you doing gigs?
No, I was just doing Artie and Anthony yesterday, my best bud, and then
he's mad at me. He confronted me in the lobby.
I just asked what your problem was.
I thought it was cool because Chad Zumach said he was cool.
Chad Zumach told me to make a Team Neil shirt.
Chad Zumach's a fucking cunt.
Yeah, there you go.
So Dave's basically I thought he was cool, and Dave's confronted me in the lobby.
I just said, what is your problem with me? I didn't understand why I'm on vacation with my family.
He goes,
all
you're
of a sudden
60.
A 58-year-old girl is on a radio show crying because I took advantage of an opportunity. Because there's always a fucking dinosaur who's got to be pissed off when somebody comes in a little bit later. And on top of it, you were going to guest host the show the following week, but instead Artie came back because Artie came back. So how is that my fault?
I was only going to get a half a week. It makes no sense.
And you and I got along, so I didn't understand why you got pissed off at me.
Huh?
I just didn't understand why you took it out on me.
You were using, and then he goes, I said, well, this is just the radio. It's just radio. It's radio.
You did mention his name over and over and over.
And over to the point that Jim and Sam were saying that Anthony was sending me a limo to the airport to drive him to a Super Bowl party. You didn't attack Heath. You didn't attack Anthony.
I did.
When you went on the show later that day, you didn't say anything to Artie. You didn't say anything to Anthony.
You did
it right here when nobody else was around, to nobody's face.
You did pussy out a little bit because you did Anthony's show that
and I never
day
did a goddamn thing to you.
Yeah, because Artie doesn't let you say shit because he's on whatever he's on, and he never lets any fucking conversation just happen. He always has to say, and then Howard, who gives a fuck? Howard's not bringing you back, you fat fuck. Plus Howard sucks anyway. Howard sucks. I know I'm not supposed to say that here, probably.
Yeah. Well, you can say whatever.
You say what you want.
Come on, man. He's better than Cumia? Really?
No, not at all.
I've listened to. I never listened to Howard when he was, but when I listen to YouTube, he's never funny. He's never funny like Cumia's funny. So Artie's like, Howard, Cumia's right here. Why don't you fucking kiss his ass, you fat fuck? He's signing your checks now.
I see.
You fat fuck.
Right.
No, I'm just trying to get off so I don't say Dave Landau.
Right.
Do you feel bad about what you said about Dave?
We got along.
I was just using him as an example of like what was happening, you know, and Dave was saying in the lobby.
But you understand that when you are like, I'm getting treated unfairly, Artie's a fat fuck, Dave Landau shouldn't be co-hosting, it should be me.
Bill Schultz is a cunt, Joanne should take her tits out.
Yeah.
You're not exactly being supportive of the platform.
I feel like you're not all for the network.
Yeah, I have my bad days. No, I'm just saying.
You're a bit of a selfish lover.
Yeah, but it's one day a week. Again, if I was 4 days a week, I'd be in line. I'd be bringing in a fucking AR-15 to work. Like, I'd be all fucking signed up. You know what I mean?
You're not Dave Landau. You're not getting those 4 day a week spots.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
You know?
how is it to do 4 days a week there? It's fun.
Is that fun?
It's wonderful. The pay's great.
It is.
They paid you?
Yeah, of course.
Oh my God.
Well, you think he's flying in from Detroit to do gigs
I told him
for
I
free?
would do it for nothing, just to sit there with the great
I just
one.
agreed to more than Kevin. They didn't say a number.
So you'd rather
ridiculous.
That's the other shit is they would rather have Dave and pay him than have you for free.
Well, I mean, even like this week right now, Dave's in town. Like,
sure.
Dave has a family in Detroit.
They
He's
do.
not coming from Detroit to New York for free.
No,
Like,
of course
he's,
not.
he's getting paid to sit in with Ant.
Are you doing gigs at all?
No, I was going to get up, but I went out to eat with some of my family and stuff to see while I was here.
Okay, he went out to because he's getting paid.
Sure.
He's good. The trip paid.
Plus,
for.
Dave goes, well, why are you shitting on me? I go, because I just was pissed that, he said, well, they're giving guys opportunity, maybe I said Bennington and Rich Voss. It's like, they have nothing,
No,
they're not going to sign them. So why are you putting guys who are definitely not going to be on the,
But I'm talking about me.
I said it on the show. I go, if Dave's that good, give him my slot. I'd be glad to give it to him.
He doesn't need your slot. He's already Anthony's backup coach.
I'm not going to go from 4 to 1.
Then he says,
Yeah, he's got 4 days now.
Yeah, why would he go to one?
Then I said, why do you think we're here? He goes, well, I thought I go, no, we're here because of the fucking controversy. You guys had never heard of him until I said his name, right? And then that show, you said, we should have him on.
Sure.
With
I
Anthony.
heard his name.
With Anthony.
Well, thank you for getting me on.
So this whole thing of like,
Again,
what,
I didn't have a problem with you or start this. I was
you
just
in the
asking
lobby,
why
you're
I
like,
was
what
involved.
the fuck are you doing? You're a 58-year-old man. Like,
I said
I'm 60.
I said you're a grown man. What is
you
your
said
problem
you're a
with me?
60-year-old man. Like,
I'm
what?
sorry,
I said
you're
you want to
60.
fight. I said you want to fight now. Like, I don't know.
No,
I don't know what
you call him a
happening.
dinosaur and a 58-year-old girl, actually.
Well, yeah, that's fine with me.
You did say like you're the young buck, and there's always like a dinosaur that comes in.
There is though,
right? And that's Kevin. In this case.
it's him and his own fucking brother. He's all pissed off because your brother's a millionaire and does movies and does all this stuff, and you have a podcast. So congratulations on all your
A lot of
success.
people are millionaires. I like when people go, you're a millionaire. Like, that's a lot of money in Manhattan. In Detroit, it probably is, but it doesn't get you far here.
You live
being a
in
millionaire.
Jersey, fuckface.
Huh?
You live in Jersey.
Wouldn't you like to
Stop
have?
pretending that you live in Manhattan
No,
like you're
I'm
making
not. I'm
it.
just
Like to
saying
have
I'm
your brother-
renting.
You'd
Huh?
like to have your brother's money.
Wouldn't
I'd
you?
like to have your brother's money.
Sure.
How do you know how much money does he have?
I
A
mean,
piece of the Chappelle show? He's
Yeah.
got more than we do.
he's doing quite
The
well.
highest selling DVDs ever?
I doubt he has more than you.
He's got more than me.
I doubt it.
Piece of the Chappelle
Well,
He's
yeah.
got more than me and Dave. That's for sure.
Combined.
Okay. Well, then you guys win. I don't know what I'm doing here.
You shit all over me.
No, dude,
and then
you're in the
without
lobby fucking talking like
a man
what?
to a man,
Huh?
as opposed to doing
No, you
it
said-
on
you said-
Twitter
you said,
and
I got
going,
a
"Oh, the
family."
legend's back." Yeah,
No, and then
fucking
he's like,
lady.
I said, let's save it for the radio. And he's like, why don't we just talk about? I goes, because that's why we're here, you fucking idiot, you Midwestern fucking plow fucker.
Fuck you.
You think he fucks plows?
Your career's slowly gone, just like your hair, you fucking nothing. You've done absolutely nothing with your
Whoa.
career. You're pissed. You've been on
Dude,
this
no one's
earth.
heard of you until I mentioned your name on fucking Jim and
you
Sam.
are. No
Really?
one knows who you are,
Really,
Kevin.
dude?
Wow,
You're
20
nothing.
years in the
You're
business, you have 2,000 more
30.
followers than me.
Okay, you're nothing.
Congratulations,
They
man.
never heard of you.
Congratulations on
Jim
all your
Norton has
success.
his been on the radio for 20
years.
years.
Heard of me.
No, he's lying.
How does
when
it
I
feel?
said that show, he goes, I never heard of him.
Why am I yelling? Why am I stooping to the level of a fucking sociopath?
Right, I'm a sociopath.
If I want to listen to you scream,
Jersey.
I'll just turn on to you barely do an hour of your own show.
Oh, wow.
God,
okay.
you're so useless, dude. And the fact that you would even come at me over nothing.
I like Kevin.
I love arguments. Me too.
So here's the thing. He's so dumb. He's so dumb.
Oh, he's so dumb because that's what I do.
No, he's so dumb.
That's what I say. You're a fucking toddler. Look at the
he's
tantrum.
So dumb. He thought we were here because he's talented.
And you're raising
He's like, no, maybe call me a recommended. I go, no, we're here because of this, you fucking idiot.
I'm sorry, Jim, would you not take a recommendation from Anthony Cumia?
I probably will. For a healthy lifestyle, no. But for a comedian, yeah.
Although Jim,
and I said, let's save it for when we go on the air. Goes,
and no one knows who the fuck you are, and you've been around for 35 years, and everybody knows no one knows who you are.
Everybody knows.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I do know. I remember when I watched your most recent Comedy Central special when I was a sophomore in high school, and I also remember,
good, right?
Yeah, it was great.
Some jokes from it?
It's fantastic because you still.
I know the Midwest comics.
I know the Midwest
comics. I know the Midwest comics. You're all hacks, and you all think you're fucking brilliant.
Is that why Anthony has me on the show over you?
That was it. You know that that's a sensitive point for Kevin.
No, but I mean, is that why? Because I'm so hacky, or because Artie's a fat ass? What else is it?
He's a fat.
What else is the stuff that you don't say to people's faces because you're a failure of a man?
I'll say it right now. Whatever you want me to say, just tell me what to say. I'll say it right now.
Why would you're the one that brought it up?
You want to fucking go to it? You want me to just punch you right in your fucking fat face?
In my fat? I'm fat now.
Yeah,
look
you're
at you. You look like
fat.
a fucking pumpkin on meth.
How old are you?
Huh?
You're fucking fat. You're all like, I'm fat. I don't eat right. I'm a Midwestern fat comic. That's all really the same act. I'm fat. I'm fat.
I yell a lot. I steamroll conversations so people that run a network don't want me on their show.
What?
That's all you do is step on people's lines, then you shit on fucking Artie for doing the same. You won't even let me get a line in now, you loud fucking bitch.
I said when I saw you in the lobby.
You're a girl. You're a fucking high school girl.
And you're a
fuck you with your AARP card, you nothing.
You're a Bobby Kelly
Don't worry,
wannabe.
if you stay in this business, you're gonna make it.
He's fat and he's short. He's like a Bobby Kelly. You're fat!
How so?
Take off your shirt. Take off your shirt.
Take off your wiggly chin.
You're fat.
Your fat wiggly chin.
Let's take our shirts off. There's only one way to settle.
Yeah, there's only one way to settle it.
The guys taking their shirts off
will you guys take your shirts off?
I can't because I'm too white, but I'm not fat.
You're fat. Look at you.
Just lift up your shirts. Just so I can see. Okay.
Fine, and here we go.
You're fat, you fat fuck.
How am I fat?
Dave,
this is all you have?
Dave,
I'm a little overweight.
You're a little fatter than Kevin.
No, he's fat. And how are you, 30?
Not taking sides.
How am I what?
You're 30 years old?
I'm 106, Kevin.
No, well, you're a fat fuck. For 30?
I'm 35. I'm a recovering addict.
Midwest, your wife is probably fat?
No, she's
everybody's
not.
Fat.
Not as fat as your pig of a wife.
Okay, well, you've never met her, but my wife
last night.
My wife's hot.
Oh, is she hot? Yeah. Is she? Is that why you're always screaming about her looks on your stupid 1 hour show?
I mean, dude, I got to show you're nothing. No one's heard of you until I mentioned your name on this fucking show.
Well, oddly enough, all of Anthony's fans had heard of me. Comedy Central's heard of me in the last decade, as opposed to you.
Comedy Central? Oh, I'm scared.
Well, I'm Kevin. I've been on Central.
I got a premium blend spot coming out. 4.5 minutes.
And this is how
this shit's gonna take off.
And this is how
they're gonna fly me first class. Get that fucking.
And this is how obsolete you are because you don't even know that premium blend went off 15 years ago when you were relevant.
Don't yell faggot in the hallway, Kevin.
Yeah, there's other shows.
Tell him not to yell faggot in the hallway.
So where's he going now?
He saw Mark Norman walking
Don't
around.
curse in the hallway.
No, I didn't. Okay. I didn't. I stopped. Because I'm a pro.
Is Mark not coming in?
You are.
No, he's afraid.
Where is he?
I think he must be doing Nikki Glazer's
Probably
show.
doing Nikki's show.
So what is it that I did to you? Can you talk? Like, do you have any coping skills?
No one's ever heard of you.
Nothing. That's why you're not a co-host.
Dave Landau will be on This Is Not Happening March 16th on Comedy Central.
Thank you.
Oh my God, so you're on for like 2 minutes?
No, it's probably about 15.
I doubt it.
Yeah, no, it is.
They usually have like 20 guys.
How would you know? You haven't done anything on the network in 2 decades.
It's a waste of time.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's a waste of time.
Oh, so your podcast is why you're selling out amphitheaters?
I'm not doing amphitheaters.
You're not doing anything.
Don't even say those faggy words.
You're welcome to open for me anytime that you want. If you want to get back to some of the clubs you used to play in the 90s.
Your fat, doughy wife.
Fuck your fat wife.
Probably looks like Bobby Kelly
and your
with
fucking
no
coping skills school shooter kids.
What?
And I'll wait till your daughter's fucking 18, and then I'll fuck her, and then when you see me, you'll see. Do something. Go to prison.
You can't be violent. Kevin, no, you can't be violent. Kevin, no.
Fucking
Hit me. Go to prison. You think I'm a
talk about my
No.
You don't fucking talk about my wife.
She's a fat fuck. You brought up my wife.
Fat piece of shit.
You're a fat fuck, dude.
Get out of here if you want to start fighting.
No. No, Kevin, you can't do that.
Get out of here.
No touching, no touching.
You talk about my fucking kids.
You talk about my family. You started
talk
it.
about your
family's off limits. Fuck you. You've never even seen my wife. She's hot as fuck.
I know she's fat because you're fat.
Oh, is that why?
You're fat. She's going to be fat.
You're fat, you fucking douchebag. You worthless,
You're like a
gross
retard.
pig.
Let's trade
a
seats,
retard.
Yeah, musical chairs.
Yeah, Kevin, you switch with Sam.
Yay! Here you go. You're good.
I'm going to fuck you up after the show, dude.
I'm really afraid of you, dude.
Yeah.
Really
You're little and you're fat.
Yeah, and
all right.
You're little and
fucking
you're fucking
coward.
queer. God, you're the worst.
Fucking kids. He talks about my kids. What a fucking coward.
How did I talk about your kids?
You're going to fuck my daughter?
You did talk
You're going to fuck my daughter?
Yeah, I said, how about that? How do you like it when I
You're gonna
insult your
fuck
family?
my daughter.
How do you like it when I insult your family?
Oh, you're a fucking piece of shit.
I did absolutely nothing to you, dude.
You're
I did
gonna
nothing
fucking,
to you.
You're fucking dead. You're fucking dead.
Fuck you, Kevin. You're worthless. You're nothing.
I know, but you're dead.
You're a bitter, broken
Watch your back.
record.
Watch your back.
You're a bitter, broken
until you get your 4 o'clock flight.
I'm sorry. I
Spirit
shouldn't have said
Airlines.
that. You pissed me off.
Okay,
I
well, you're a
should
piece
have
of
said
shit.
that was
right,
over
you're
the
gonna
line.
fuck my daughter. Okay.
I apologize, Kevin. But you're
apologized.
sitting here
Can we go to
talking
commercial?
about my wife
No, but
and my
I gotta say
family.
this. You guys can argue all you want, but you were both being very personal. I'll say
Yes.
both of you guys were being very personal.
I could see where
I wouldn't have said any of the, I wouldn't have mentioned your wife or your kids, and I wouldn't have mentioned your wife. That both of you guys got very personal.
I don't apologize.
You guys
But you
both
do
got very
apologize.
I do
personal.
apologize.
Okay, Dave Landau apologized.
Yeah, for that line. You guys
That
both,
was-
you both
that's
got
a
very
lot.
personal. You
I
both got very
apologize to Bill Schultz, but not to Dave.
Okay, all right, that's a start.
personal. Yeah, you start with her.
That's a start. You know.
Start with her.
But yeah, you guys did get very personal, both of you guys.
I went too far on that.
All right, but yeah, but at least you said 18. I mean, you did.
Right. You still had your head about you.
I did.
Yes.
But yeah, we can never have it. There can never be any touching. It can only be arguing is okay. You can
I'll just
argue
look
all
But
for
if
day
you
long.
want to talk about the format of it without screaming and yelling at me,
No, I
why
don't want to
wouldn't
talk about it anymore.
Why wouldn't I take advantage of doing 4 days on a show? Why wouldn't I do that, Kevin?
No, of course you would. Why would you not?
So why would
But
you get angry
why
at
would I
me?
take it well? I wasn't angry at you. I was pissed.
But you
and
came
Keith the
on the
cop
show.
called in. I just brought up your name because they didn't know you, so it became like a punchline that Dave Landau was doing 4 days a week, and no one's ever heard of you.
Yeah,
No one's ever heard of you, man.
Okay, all
That's
right.
the thing, though.
Have you heard of me,
famous.
Jim?
You're not.
I have.
Jim's heard of me.
Yeah.
So
You've
Anthony
heard of
wanted
me.
to give me
I
a
know you
chance.
haven't.
I don't
Yeah.
see why that's...
Huh?
Anthony wanted to give me a chance. I don't see why that's a problem.
I think.
Okay, but you live in Detroit. Are you going to move here, do a show
if
one
I
day
have
a week?
to, of course, why not?
You have to? You're going to move
I
here for
can't
1 day a
fly
week.
in?
You're going to do 1 day a week here.
How do I know? I don't know what the contract would be. I don't know
I'll
what
tell
the
you, you can't
offer is.
afford it. Even on Spirit, you can't afford it. Okay.
Why can't I afford it?
Because they don't pay you enough to cover your fucking $25 check-in bag.
It is more expensive to fly now than it used to be. To Kevin's point, it is.
Kevin's point, they do
It gets
charge you for checked
expensive to
luggage.
fly. I
However-
wouldn't fly in to do this show. It's
Especially
expensive.
Spirit.
Spirit is
Even if you
lot
have a
of
carry-on, it's
difference,
like
yes.
$15,
even
right?
on Spirit.
35.
Yeah.
35, actually.
Wow.
Shit.
Yeah. I would probably try to pack everything into a carry-on.
Yeah.
Just because the extra fees. I don't like the extra fees. I always get it. Plus, I try to get the Economy Plus, but that ends up being a fee. It's ridiculous.
Now, have we worked anything out? I mean, has everything worked out a little bit?
I apologize for saying that.
For that line. Yeah, no, I understand.
And I do
Well, I don't know.
apologize sincerely.
Why don't you
for
bring that actor back?
He
was
might
really
be
he
good.
really
He's
slows
probably
things
better
down.
interview.
Jesus Christ! I
Well,
took
you
a
know.
fucking quick nap in the fucking green room.
All right, now
when you
you're
guys
gonna
ask him,
now you're going to get Giovanni Ribisi mad at you.
yeah, but he's little too. I can take him.
Okay. You don't need to be.
Yeah, so once you guys asked about his method acting, I'm like,
You don't need-
I had to nod out.
You did.
He's not listening. He's not listening.
I would say not the most riveting
We'll
moment.
work. We'll work on our interview skills. He's in Sneaky Pete.
No,
It is
I
a good
love you
show.
guys. I love you guys.
No, I know that.
I'm just trying to explain it. We're only here because it is.
Right.
And
That's
again,
true.
all the shit, blah, blah, blah. I never listened to O&A, but I always knew what O&A was doing because controversy sells on the radio. I didn't quit for the controversy. I didn't come here the last time to bitch about fucking, I didn't tell Keith to call, and people said it was I can't even say publicity stunt. But the point is, the controversy sells on the radio. Am I wrong?
Controversy can be very helpful. If the show doesn't get fired, controversy is good.
There's a reason why we invited you both in at the same time.
Thank you.
We were
So he thought he was here for his talent.
No, we actually wanted them with Anthony because we do say that they're very good together, and I hear Dave's really funny. But if guys are gonna like have an argument, I always find it's better just to have the argument. Like it's better than you say this, and then he comes back tomorrow and says that. It's like both guys just.
I was just trying to avoid doing it on the air. That's why I asked you outside what your issue with me personally
Then what are we going to talk about on the air?
And then it turns into name calling, you insulting my family, and me insulting yours, and why, dude? Like
because you're a child.
How am I a child when you're the one that came on here and threw a tantrum? Because you weren't getting something in your contract that you wanted, which has absolutely nothing to do with
I don't really want
me.
to discuss the contract anymore. I mean, do we have a caller?
We have a bunch.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, this will, let's see, George in Connecticut. Hello, George.
Hey, how are you guys?
Hey.
Hey, I just wanted to say, man, that was some refreshing radio. I love those genuine arguments. We don't get enough of that. So it brings me back to a better time. That was good stuff.
You're welcome.
To answer Dave's question, that's the best way to do it on the air, is just because of that. Like, not that you want to, it has to be that, but if it turns into that, it's better to have the honesty of it on the air.
No, you got guys' attention.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
I just didn't know. I was on vacation with my family. My Twitter starts blowing up. He starts tweeting stuff. I have no idea what I did, and all of a sudden that a guy who I like has some issue with me, and I don't understand what I did.
I had an issue with my contract and what they were doing over there. And again, I have a contract with Joanne keeping her shirt on. Like, I have issues. I have issues with what they're doing over there.
And here's the thing.
And again, I'm the 1 day a week, so if they fire me, it's fine. I'll pick up a couple of shifts at Target to make up the money.
But why don't you want the show? I mean,
I want 4 days a week. I want 4 days a week, minimum 2 days a week, and it's not going to happen. So
do you want Bill's show?
He's saying that the money allocated to Bill for 4 days could have been brought down to 2 days, and then there's money
so I could have money for my whore daughter and my son.
Don't bring it back there.
All right, hold on. Yeah, Brian in Orlando. Yes.
I don't know if anyone else caught this, but I kind of find it funny. But did you hear Dave where he says stuff to escalate to a fight, and then when it comes to a fight, he says, "Go ahead and hit me. I'll call the police."
Yeah, but in fairness to Dave, though, like, we're comedians and we're arguing, and it's like, it's not like Dave.
You shouldn't be fists being thrown into it,
like,
you say you're gonna fuck someone's daughter. That crosses the line.
And I said it crossed the line, and I apologize.
They both crossed the line.
I agree that it did, and he insulted my wife.
Do you have kids?
Yes, I do.
Okay, he didn't insult your kids, but again, I'm not saying it would be above him either. Like, you guys were both being very personal.
And I happen to care a lot about my wife. It was a shitty thing to say.
Yeah, but two guys say it gets to that fight, and two guys, fight it out.
I'm not going to fight in studio at Sirius XM.
Well, that's where we're going to get the hits. We're going to get the hits on YouTube if we fight in the studio.
I mean, you know that from your show.
Yeah, and I didn't say I'll call the police.
The street is
all
pointless.
I said is you'll go to jail. If it's on tape of somebody assaulting someone.
Not in New York. You don't go to jail.
A lot of trouble.
No, they'll just scold you.
That's all I said. I didn't say I'll call the police.
For hitting somebody on camera, you're not going to go to jail.
I said you could go to jail, man. Re-listen to it.
Plus, nobody wants to have a physical fight over a comedian's argument. It's just,
no, it's really stupid. Yeah.
I understand we all get heated, you get angry, but
and I realized that I crossed the line, and I apologize to him for that.
But I don't want that in the studio either. I don't ever want people not feeling like they can be. People should be able to come in here and be nice, be dicks, be whatever they want, without 100%. ever having a physical fear. Ever.
Yeah, I apologize to the host.
It wasn't. Look, you didn't throw up. You just stood up. I mean, it wasn't like it was some violent episode.
It was and you were right to do so.
All right, let's see here.
Seriously, I'm sorry.
There you go. We're in a great space now.
Let's see.
And like I said, I don't dislike Kevin. I think he's hilarious. I like his show. I don't know why it came down to me.
15 minutes ago.
Well, I was
a dinosaur piece of shit with no talent.
I had to bite back.
Let's go to the videotape.
He said you're doing the same act,
though, Kevin.
Huh?
He said you're doing the same act as when he was a kid.
He's right about that.
All right, let's see here. Kevin in South Carolina.
That's good stuff.
It is good stuff.
Led Zeppelin throw away Stairway to Heaven?
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Kevin in South Carolina, what's up?
Oh, not much. But listen, people used to say all the time that Sammy didn't have a radio voice. And that was a thing for a while. And I kind of might have an understanding now of why Kevin isn't more than 1 day a week with Anthony, because he definitely doesn't have a radio voice.
Thanks, Vic Henley. You fucking hee-haw. Get on your fucking horse and then fuck it. You piece of shit.
Fair enough.
Thanks for your input.
Yeah.
Now, Chuck in Boston.
Now crash your car.
Right.
Chuck in Boston, one more call. Hello.
Hey, before you hang up,
that's the
I got a concept for a show for Kevin, but I want to stick up for Kevin.
Okay.
Thanks, Bill Burr.
Satellite radio. These guys are back and forth. Oh, nobody's ever heard of you. I had satellite radio for 11 years, and this is the first time I've heard of this guy, Dave, whatever. I've heard of Kevin. He's very
pronounced however.
The idea I have for a show is, you could call it Kevin on the couch, and you bring in a new psychiatrist when the next one quits. And you see how long, how long they can last before they quit their profession. So
are you in therapy, Kevin?
I couldn't afford it.
All right, thank you, Chuck.
Because of the compound
contract. I'm not even kidding.
That sucks, man.
One more. Jack in Colorado.
It does suck.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey, Jimmy, that was some great radio, man. That was hilarious when Kevin stood up for his daughter's honor. Beautiful.
Yeah, Kevin is a person. You know, we all have an Achilles. We all. I would say for most guys, it's probably the kids. I don't have kids, but I guess that's it. We all have an Achilles.
You can't fault Kevin for that. But Dave was a man, and he apologized for it. So
yeah, and they were both getting very personal and mean. Like, you know,
it's definitely a different level than.
But to be fair to me, women from the Midwest are chunky.
Okay.
Well, yeah, it's still kind of an
I can't speak for his wife, but you go to Chicago, you see a lot of big, beefy gals.
I mean,
just in your experience.
Yeah, your experience.
Right. Even on Michigan Avenue, even where the finer women are.
Yeah, mostly between New York and L.A., there's a lot of hefty people.
Yeah. I never know what to say after I just got into a fight on the air.
Well, I've had a few. That's part of life. It's part of being on the air.
No, I feel like anything I say is going to be like a fucking,
No.
What do you want to say?
No, I just feel like I came and now I'm just sitting there.
Right.
Yeah, it really is. It's the after fight awkwardness is worse than the argument.
Especially when it wasn't a fight about anything.
No, the argument's always.
I just hope Keith heard it so he can see my passion.
Right.
For my beliefs.
He's probably going to be wondering, why do you keep coming on Jim and Sam's show and giving all the good stuff to them?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
no, but come out Compound Media and everybody's friends, and it's just like, hey guys.
No, but the day I did your show, and then I went on Jim, and then I went on Artie and Anthony, and then Artie was there, so, and I couldn't, Anthony don't want to talk about it anyway, apparently. He doesn't really want to talk about stuff like that on the air.
He doesn't like conflict.
Yeah, and then Artie, he never lets anybody fucking talk about anything for very long anyway, because he always changes the subject to when he was like, on Howard Stern.
No, I remember you said that before.
You did,
yes. Yeah. You mentioned that a moment ago.
I would love to fight him. I would love to fucking.
You'd like to fight Artie Lang?
Love it.
Why?
I would love it.
Why you?
Because he's taking money right out of my fucking bank account. And he doesn't even fucking show up. And I'm sure Dave showed up on time, right? Artie, you know how I feel about Artie. He don't even show up.
But
he has a gig. He don't show up for it.
Other people's money is not your money.
That is true. It doesn't necessarily work.
No, I know it's not going to go to me. I understand how show business feels about me, but it's still like for the guy to just
you're not going to be Ant's co-host.
I know.
Dave might. But you're not.
I know. But maybe
I didn't want to do this.
I mean, how do you think
I didn't want to do this to begin with.
Yeah, we don't forget, we originally had you coming in, it was going to be with Anthony, and I love Kevin on the show, so whenever Kevin wants to
like
come
I said, I don't dislike Kevin.
I'm
He's
happy to
got
have
his issues with the network that aren't any of my business. If he feels slighted, he feels slighted.
Yeah, your issues are all with the network. They're not with Dave. They're not with Artie.
I took advantage of an opportunity. I was not going to say no to Anthony asking me to do it for 4 days a week.
It's not even taking advantage of, it's accepting.
That's it.
You accepted an offer.
And I've always liked burning bridges. I've never had an issue with him. I don't know why, and I certainly didn't want what the fuck just happened now to happen.
Well, it's one of those things. We as radio people, we don't mind it.
No, I didn't figure. Jim and I, while you guys were arguing with each other, we were smiling at each other multiple times.
But there was no pre-plan or like, oh, this is gonna like.
No.
Most times guys just talk it out and then just whatever.
It was a smile as if to say, I had no idea how good this was going to be.
Yeah, or guys will actually be nice to each other. Sometimes guys will come on and actually get along,
I think we were, and then that
I thought he was going to come in at 9, and I was coming in at 10 because you're going to get his side. Then I was going to come in and give my side, and then we're going to whatever was going to happen was going to happen. So when I saw him in the lobby, I knew right off the bat it was going to be weird because he was acting weird. I thought we were doing like wrestling shit, like I'm mad, you're mad, but we're not really mad. We're wrestling mad.
No.
Well, that's the thing.
I didn't know that though.
But you were okay. But Chad said you did. Chad said when I was on before that you thought it was cool and you were laughing it off and you liked the attention even though you're on vacation.
Why would I say that? That I like the attention.
When's the last time your Twitter blew up? So when your Twitter blows up,
every time I'm on Anthony's show.
Okay, well when your Twitter blows up and you're in show business, it's good. It's supposed to be good.
Of course, it's a good thing.
Theoretically, it's good. And I'm sure it's blowing up now. So you're welcome.
I'm sure it is. Thank you so much.
I mean, he did get you booking on this show,
which is appreciated.
Right. So maybe that's why you enjoyed the publicity.
That could be why. Yeah.
Right.
I don't know that.
Yeah. It's not like Jim and me are going to bring you on and shit on you. Like, we were like, all right, let's meet this Dave Landau, who we just mentioned a whole bunch of times.
Things about you, and you are a funny guy.
And I was just trying to defend myself that I just didn't know how I was involved in any way other than that he was upset that he didn't get the co-host.
Sometimes, I don't pre-plan stuff, but sometimes I drag people in unwittingly, like a Michael Malice who's basically just sitting there.
What do you think of Michael Malice?
Listen, I have nothing good to say about him. So.
Who is he?
Michael Malice has been
Who is he?
He's been on the show. He's the guy who talked about North Korea.
Oh, I like him.
Yeah, he's great.
I like him.
He's got a show on Kumbia Network.
He's a little gay leprechaun.
I don't know.
He's lovable. You rub his head, he'll give you a quarter.
Is he gay? I don't know.
Oh, he's totally gay.
I didn't.
If Bill's 3/4 gay, he's like
9/10.
Yeah, more than 9/10.
Is Bill gay?
I don't think he is.
I don't think that any of these people are gay.
No.
Well, then I just outed him.
No.
Is that illegal?
I'm pretty sure they're not.
We have to end
Michael Malice is gay.